Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Delicious in Dungeon. Last time around we had Shapeshifter, where basically, the gang encountered a shapeshifter that took on all of them, all of their forms. Well, it was mainly recreating different versions of them, 3 different versions of them based on the memories of the other people. So we got a bunch of goofy looking dudes, basically. And Laios had to suss out who was who, because all of Laios' clones were pretty obvious. And then eventually he sussed out where the shapeshifter was, called it out, barked at it like a dog, and then Marcel just blew it up. And then they moved on, pretty much. That's pretty much it, so, yeah. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Delicious in Dungeon. Here we go. Alright, so Izutsumi. Let me see her freaking voice. No, it's different? I could have sworn she also played Chilcha. Like, it sounds exactly the same. Well. Oh, well. I guess that's what I get. I did see it's the voice of Hayato from Diamond is Unbreakable, so... Well, okay, let me just look up then. Chilchuck. Okay. Different voice actor. Okay, well... Never mind. Well, so I'm 0 for 2 in guessing voice actors in this episode, because I also thought that Laios' dad was voiced by Dan Green. It's not. Both still good voice actors, even though I was wrong, so... Okay. New party member. Neat. Alright, I was not expecting that. But cool. Now we have Ninja Cat Girl. Izutsumi. I'm trying to pronounce that correctly. Izutsumi. So. Okay. Alright. I really was not expecting that. I mean, there was a part of me, like, when we were killing the Red Dragon, I was like, okay, if we bring Fallon back. And I guess it was when they brought Fallon back, like just in that little window before she got taken by the Mad Mage again. I was like, okay, are we going to actually keep Fallon around? Like, is she going to be a party member? I was like, oh, that could be interesting and stuff. And then that didn't happen. I was like, okay, I guess we're just sticking to these 4. But no, now we have Ninja Cat Girl. Cool. Ninja Cat Girl. It sounds like a username, like a YouTube username from 15 years ago. Welcome back to Ninja Cat Girl. I'm Ninja Cat Girl. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In this episode, it's just like it sounds like an old school Let's Player from 15 years ago. So, I'm very familiar with those. I remember those days so long ago. Oh, good grief. Anyway. Excuse me. Yeah. Alright, we have a new teammate. That was completely unexpected, but sure. So, we have a whole thing about souls now. That we have people whose souls, who now has 2 souls basically in one body, which is interesting. So that's the deal with Fallon, is that Fallon, within her, is her soul and the Red Dragon's soul. Unfortunately, that soul, the Red Dragon's soul, is more prominent. If anything, maybe also because the Mad Mage, like, made the Red Dragon's soul more prominent, like, had it take control. But for Izutsumi, Izutsumi. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this down. For Izutsumi, it's that her soul is more dominant. So, So yeah, so that's a very interesting. That's a very, very interesting thing. It makes you wonder if they really knew about it, like Shuro and his team, you know? Because it's black magic or ancient magic, but it's also Eastern specifically. So I don't know. I would assume not, you know? Otherwise, I feel like they would have mentioned that. I don't know. I don't know, but it's certainly an interesting thing that she seems to have been mixed with some sort of cat beast. And yeah, treat her to a good meal. She was won over by Senshi's intense kindness. You know, that's not how you hold a spoon. You don't hold it like this. So the way he said to do it is like this. Which, I mean, yeah, obviously there is that. I'm sure I do hold it that way a bit. Well, see, now I don't know. The problem is I'm holding a pen. I don't have food in front of me with a spoon. But I don't know. I guess I do. I guess I do hold it like that. Like, I was kind of thinking I hold it like this. No, I don't think I do. I think I do hold it like that. I don't know. That's now it's got me thinking. How do I hold a spoon? I don't know. Because, like, you know, I see people that, like, do that for, like, how they write and stuff. But when I write... How do I write? Yeah, I write like this. Like, kind of with everything, like... with these four fingers kind of centered around. Although the ring finger is not really on the pen itself. It's more just sort of resting on the thumb. But... yeah, that's more how I write, whereas some people will do more like this or something. I don't know. Could be one reason why my handwriting is atrocious, but... oh well. But yeah. So now we have a new team member. Because it's like, well, we're gonna go down, try to save Fallon, and, you know, maybe if we can... Of course, you know, Marcel with her fucking voice, which she's just trying to say is like, well, maybe we can go and talk to the Mad Mage and ask him how to fix that. You know, it's just like her fucking naive sounding voice. Like, I love Marcel's voice. Like, it's a little goofy. It's a little goofy, but I do just like it's very sincere and stuff. But then I also like, you know, when she gets more ticked off. She goes more, huh? Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It's fun. I like Marcel's voice, but yeah, but it's just like, well, we're gonna go ask the Mad Mage to if we can turn Fallon back and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, that'll go over really well. So, but hey, if it works, then maybe we can also ask about Izutsumi. So. So yeah. So now we have a new team member. Are they gonna add her to the intro? I don't know. That would be interesting, but I don't know. Then we had the nightmare, which was interesting, which Laios going in, which I like. I do like how Laios talks about it, is like his dream is much less complicated than Marcel's is. And I imagine that's probably due to age. But also just due to the fact that he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking sack of potatoes falling downstairs. I came up with that analogy in Black Clover today, and I thought it was funny. So yeah, it's like his is really simple. It's just a white void with a couple people in it, you know. So, and I like, you know, him controlling his dream, you know, bringing down like this giant fucking two-headed beast to crush all the people, and it's like well, Marcel, my head is resting on Marcel right now, so I should be able to just dig down and get into her dream. Just rips off his skin and just becomes a wolf. Good grief. So yeah, he made it down. Little baby Marcel. Poor little baby Marcel is being attacked by a fucking worm monstrosity. Her magic is incomplete. She is afraid she is afraid of the people dying of people dying ahead of her, you know. Now it's an interesting thing, you know, because of the way she says it with like when she was talking about her father and how her father died young. The thing that her mother said, where it's just like, oh well, you run faster than everyone, you know. You run faster than everyone, so you're able to go farther and stuff. And it's like it almost made it sound like her father was not an elf, but just a tall man. And if that's the case, then you know, it's like, well, did your father die young? It's like, he probably just died at a decent age. But Marcel can outlive him, you know, as even more than a parent can, or than a child can outlive their parent, you know. So I don't know. That's what it implied to me, but I don't know. I don't think that's quite the case. So I don't know. It could be that, you know, both of her parents are elves, but I don't know. Just the way that was phrased made it sound like, you know, he lived to a decent age. You know, he lived to a decent age. But still, he was always going to die ahead of her because she's an elf, you know? I don't know, but that's her fear. And also just her incomplete magic, you know? She feels down on herself for everything, you know? She's not the prodigy that Fallon was. And now she's the only sorcerer that they have. Even with her ancient black magic, it's just like, it's not complete. It's not perfect, you know? So, and, you know, everything, a lot of her problems could be solved if she just had that, if she just had the grimoire that the Mad Mage had. You know, how long has the Mad Mage been alive? You know, how much knowledge is in that grimoire? And I like, too, because, you know, they make a joke about, you know, she literally just hits this fucking thing with a book. And Laios is like, wait, is that how that's supposed to work? And it's just like, well, she's not going to open it and read any spells because she doesn't actually know what's in there. So it's just the fact that she had what she was looking for and it got her out of there. It's just comedic that she just bonked it basically and it went down. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Fucking nightmares. Fuck those things too, you know? Fuck those little things, little snail things, fucking nightmare shit. Just, ugh. I don't know. Man, Izutsumi's got to get over her fucking pickiness right the fuck now. And I say this as a fucking picky eater, you know? I am a picky eater. Now, granted, I don't know. I guess if something is given to me, I guess I'll just eat it, you know? But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Well, see, there's a part of me that like if I had that and I like, you know, the cheesy rice, like maybe I would have just moved the mushrooms to the side. Like, I don't really like mushrooms and stuff. I wouldn't have just, you know, dropped them on the floor, you know. But Izutsume, she's young. She's young, you know. She's probably just a teenager, and she has never been taught manners apparently. So now we got to drill it into her, and she's got to learn to eat some foods, you know. And plus, I mean, at the very least, I would try the mushrooms, you know. I'd try the mushrooms, so I don't know. It's like, I am a picky eater. I'm a picky eater, but at this point in my life, it's just like, I'm not a child, you know? I'm 28 years old now. Like, beforehand, like, years ago, I was pretty picky when it comes to stuff. But nowadays, I kind of look at things, like, you know, that my parents make, and I'm just like, sure, I'll try it. You know? Let me make a judgment now and see whether or not I like it, you know? Like, that's kind of the thing, is, like, at this point in my life, I'm like, I do have a concept of what I like and what I don't like, and what I want to try and what I don't want to try. But at the same time, there's also a lot of stuff where I'm just like, I don't know. Like, even, like, you know, there'll be stuff that, like, doesn't sound good. I'm like, well, it doesn't really sound good, but I guess I'll try it, you know? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, we have a new party member. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. We got a new party member, and it's a ninja cat girl. This is great. So, this is great for all the furries in the audience. I'm not a furry. I'm pretty degenerate when it comes to anime, but I am not a furry. So, no offense to furries out there. Like, if you're a furry, more power to you. I'm just not one. I respect it. I see you. I respect you, but I am not of that. So, I don't know. I don't know. I could go off on that, but I won't. Yeah. Sound off in the comments. Are you a furry? I don't know. Maybe don't. We don't need to do that if you don't want to, but yeah. But that is basically it. Do we only have 5 episodes left? I just realized. Oh shit, we only have 5 episodes left. Oh man, well, I really am gonna need to get a new anime after this. Maybe Kaiju number 8, or maybe, unless you guys got another medieval fantasy you want me to watch. I don't know, but yeah, but that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my delicious and dungeon reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.